All right, let's try this one more time. So, I welcome you to the Sacred Pathway Academy podcast with me, Allison Rozelle, the spiritual liberation coach for Black women and women of color. And I am also a Usui Reiki master, healer, as well as teacher. Hello, goddesses. So, today, in talking about my spiritual journey, we are talking about embodiment. So this is a 3-part series of my spiritual journey of enlightenment, empowerment, and embodiment. And so the embodiment portion is basically me stepping into my power, me accepting who I am and understanding what my purpose is, and really owning that, really, allowing myself to own that. Grand Rising. And so I'm going to pull us a card to get us started. And we're pulling from the Daily Crystal Inspiration Deck by Heather Askinosi. So, get us a card to get us started. And we will talk about embodiment. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got Lemurian Quartz. Practice patience. Wow. Lemurian Quartz. Practice patience. Practice patience. Practice patience. So I'm curious. I've not pulled this one yet. So I just want to see the affirmation, because it has affirmations in here. And it says, I am patient. And it says, today slow down. Let someone pass in front of you in traffic or go in front of you in line at the store. This is the card telling you through this crystal that we need to slow our roll. And you know what? That is actually part of my spiritual journey. That is actually part of the embodiment. Part of me really owning who I am and understanding who I am and standing in my purpose, my passion, my power, all those P words. Part of that was practicing patience. More P words. So, practicing patience is, me being gentle with myself. Me not getting in a hurry, trying to rush the process of healing. Because healing, when you're on this journey, healing is a big part of it. You'll be healing things that you didn't realize you needed healing in. You'll be recognizing things that, so I guess that bothered me a lot more than I thought it did. So you'll start having that. So I've been talking about my 7 steps or 7 principles to a more liberated lifestyle. And that's going to be a masterclass that is going to be coming up real soon that I'm going to be talking about. But I'm going to share those 7 steps with you. I'm not going to go over them and explain them. That'll be what the masterclass is for. And you'll just have to join me for that. So the first step in your liberated lifestyle is for you to reconnect with God, reconnect with Spirit, the Creator. The second one is reconnecting with your ancestors, ancestor veneration. Number 3, knowledge of self. Number 4, acceptance of self. Number 5, adopt an abundance mindset. Number 6, create and implement healthy rituals and routines of self-love and self-care. And 7, live on purpose with purpose. So the embodiment portion. So let's go through. So we did the enlightenment. So the enlightenment part came for me from steps 1, 2, and 3. So then the empowerment part included those 3 steps, but then we tagged on 4 and 5, which is acceptance of self and adopting an abundance mindset. So then the embodiment comes where I'm owning who I am. I'm owning and accepting who I am and whose I am. What my purpose is. How I'm supposed to do this whole thing called life. And understanding that all 7 of those things are helping me on my journey to be able to be my most authentic self. So the steps, in my opinion, that come to play in embodiment is taking up number 4, which is acceptance of self, adopting the abundance mindset, creating and implementing healthy routines and rituals, and of course, living on purpose. So for me, in my journey, when I began to, and I'll be very, very honest, I didn't really understand what it truly meant to embody who I was or who I am until I hired a coach to help me understand this stuff. I didn't get it. I would hear people talk about it. I would listen to podcasts. I would, read books. I would, look at Facebook videos from, people doing lives or lives on Instagram. I would go on YouTube and all this other stuff. And I understood it, but it was like to understand how that can impact my life and how I can apply it to my life, very different. Very, very different. Because I needed to see someone who was walking the walk and talking the talk and could show me the way. Now, it's not to say that she had all the answers, because no, she didn't. And I didn't expect her to. What I needed from her was guidance. I needed support. I needed someone who understood how I was feeling and to approach the situation with love, to help me approach my life, I should say, with love and compassion, patience, understanding. Someone that'll tell me, slow your roll. You don't have to know everything right now. You don't have to have everything figured out right now. Because we know, right, that we need those reminders. We need somebody that's going to tell us, baby, you all right now, but you need to slow your roll because you're trying to do too much and you're going to burn yourself out. And you have to understand that this is a marathon, not a sprint. We know this, but we forget it. And we need that person to bring things into remembrance for us. So that's why having a mentor, having a coach, having someone who will hold you accountable, but will also hold space for you, pray for you and with you, who will teach you and help you as you're going through this process of trying to figure some things out. Because remember, this journey, the spiritual journey, is not just about you learning to read tarot cards or receiving your hand of Ifa, or doing any of those things. That's a byproduct. The main component about your spiritual journey is about you. It's about you. It's about you getting to know you. It's about you tapping into that part of you that you really didn't know existed. That you really didn't know that you had all of this all along. Kind of like the Wizard of Oz, where, Dorothy is trying all these ways to get home, and the Good Witch reminds her, hey, you've had the power all along. And you need somebody that's your Glinda the Good Witch to come and remind you that you've had the power all along. So Aurora Day says, yes, I'm learning how to have patience with myself. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is a huge thing. Me being patient with myself, me showing compassion to myself, me not sitting up and beating myself up about stuff. I talked about this the other day in the empowerment part, because the acceptance of self, part of that came me loving myself and understanding how to love myself and what that really, really meant, right? Because we've all been taught, from, when we were knee high to a butterfly, as they say, to love yourself. Just love yourself. Weird thing though, nobody teaches you how to do that or what that even means. So it's one of those growing pains in this spiritual journey that a lot of us endure because we don't know what it really means to love ourselves. Loving yourself doesn't mean that you look at all the things that's good. It's also you accepting the things that may not be so good and understanding that you have the power to change. You have the power to change. Now, your outer appearance, it's some stuff about it that you really can't help. Now, if you want to go and spend money and get you some surgery, I'm not going to judge you on that. But you are who you are. You look how you look. So you may as well love yourself. You were created in the image of the Creator. So how can you not love yourself when the Creator so loves you? So loves you. Thought it not robbery that you be created and born. So, excuse me, my allergies are kind of getting to me today for some reason. So that is part of my embodiment journey, was me really accepting who I am, really understanding that it's okay that I'm awkward sometimes, or quirky, or that I am, corny with my jokes, and I enjoy dad jokes. I think they're hilarious. I be cracking up laughing. Learning that it's okay for me to be different. It's okay that, I have these gifts of, clairaudience, clairsentience, and clairvoyance. It's okay that the clairs are a part of me. I used to not know or understand that was okay. I thought something was wrong with me because I would ask, like, did you hear that? Or did you see that? Do you smell that? And, people would be like, yeah, no, I don't. And I would sense things before they happen. I would see things before they would happen. I would, smell stuff. And it would be like just like someone's presence or something. Just weird stuff. I'd be smelling cigarette smokes and no one around me is smoking. I would smell, coffee and there's no coffee around. So those are things that would happen to me, but I didn't tell anybody because I was scared that people would think I was some kind of freak for doing that. But now, in the embodiment of my journey, is me understanding that I am who I am. And I was created this way with a purpose. So it's up to me to understand and tap into that purpose. Hey, Tip. And understanding that I can spend time loving on myself. So that's why the create and implement healthy routines and rituals is so important in the liberation journey, because I have to take that time to fill my cup back up and stop people pleasing, where I let people deplete me and take, all my energy where I'm freely giving it, but I'm complaining that they're taking it from me. Well, you're giving it. So stop. Take care of yourself. I needed someone to teach me how to do that and tell me that I can do that. It's okay for me to do that. That I don't have to give my all until I'm about ready to fall out and die myself. And then someone to tell me that I was created with purpose, so I may as well live it. I was created with purpose, so I may as well live it. I may as well live with purpose, on purpose. and understand that my purpose serves a purpose for the greater good. So let me get some of these comments here. Yes, stand in your greatness. I love that. Accepting me, myself, and I. And then she says, I don't care what they think. I've gotten to that point now. It's like, I don't care. I don't care. Thank you for the hearts. And then she also says, your desire becomes bigger than your fears. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively. Your desires, your understanding that it's okay for you to have those desires. And then understanding that the fear is part of it. The fear is part of it. And that everyone gets scared. But the thing is, and this is something that came up yesterday when I was on Clubhouse and I pulled a card for someone from my spirit animal deck. What was that card? Let me pull this here right quick. I think I still got them in order. Because it was really important. Oh, it was some good ones yesterday. So the first one that came up was the well spirit. Trust in the great mystery. The great mystery of life means this is the things that flexes your faith muscles and teaches you how to have faith, how to live on purpose and have faith that you are supported, that you are taken care of, that you are covered. And then going back to the patience, the spirit of the deer, of bring a gentle touch. Be gentle with yourself. Don't beat yourself up about it. If you messed up, okay, you messed up. Own it. Find out where the mess up was. If it was in fact a mess up, learn from it and move forward. Don't sit in it. Don't wallow in it. Be gentle with yourself because you're only human. You're only human. You are a human being, not a human doing. That's first of all. And you are also a spiritual being having a human experience. So, all this humanity, right? But here's the big part. Overcome any obstacle. Did you not know that you were born with everything you need inside of you? You were born with everything you need inside of you. Now, does that mean that you have all the answers? Hell no, you don't. You don't have all the answers. But what that does mean is that you now have the mind or the mindset to understand that you don't have all the answers, that you are not in control of everything, and that you can reach out and ask for help and be vulnerable enough to ask for help, because there's a lot of power and strength in vulnerability. Asking for help and being open to receive it when it comes. That's the overcoming. The overcoming the obstacles is not the obstacles itself, it's how you feel about the obstacles, right? It's the pride that's attached to the obstacles. It's the, I don't ask for help because people let you down and I got trust issues and everything else. Believe me, boo-boo, when you say you have trust issues, that really means I don't trust myself. I don't trust my own judgment. I don't trust that I have discernment. I don't trust that the Creator has things in place to help me. So when you say you have trust issues, that's really what you're saying. It's not that you don't trust people, it's you don't trust you. So then Tiffany asks, how do you manage the fear or anxiety of focusing on you? It's a process. It's a process. The first thing you have to do is, like I said, you got to be gentle with yourself. Stop beating yourself up about it. Don't allow anyone to guilt you for you taking care of you. Because how can you be any good for anybody if you aren't well? How can you? If your cup is empty, you can't pour into anybody else. So you got to allow yourself to be poured into. You got to allow yourself to be refilled and not be prideful and not allow other people who are also struggling with the same issues, to tell you that you cannot or should not do anything. Don't let nobody should on you. Don't let nobody should on you, honey, at all. So the embodiment part of my journey encompasses all of these things, but it's the words that I can come up with that will talk about my journey with enlightenment, empowerment, and embodiment is the song by India Ari just popped in my head, strength, courage, and wisdom, which is true, but patience, understanding, compassion, forgiveness, acceptance, humility, vulnerability, and all of that under the umbrella of love. All of those fit under the umbrella of love. That's how you love yourself. That's the great mystery of loving yourself, is understanding that you are a human, that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. And this human experience ain't easy. We have a lot of what the hell moments, but you have to learn how to navigate those what the hell moments and know that you have everything you need inside of you, including the ability to ask for help and the courage to receive it when it comes. That's it. Oh, and the other part of the embodiment, authenticity. Being myself. Being who I was created to be and not apologizing for it. Not apologizing for it. Change the things that I can change or that I should change, and let the rest fall the way it does, because I am that who I am. So, all right. So, that is all I have, y'all. I just got a message from my son we're supposed to be having a date here soon. Haven't seen my son in a few days. So, I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of your day. Sit and let this marinate. And if you got to go back and rewatch it and think on it again, do so. And be sure that you leave a comment and tell me where you are in your journey. Where are you in your journey? And also, if you are interested, if you've enjoyed this series, or if you've missed it, you can always go back and watch it, or you can go on the podcast and listen to it. It's not a problem. But if you enjoyed this series, if this resonates with you, and you know you need some guidance so that you can also come into your enlightenment and empowerment and embodiment, you want to join the membership, then you go to the link in my bio and you can join. Now, if you're like, I do want to be part of the community, but I need some one-on-one help, I got you. So I can help you go from frustration to flow. I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but hey, spirit works in mysterious ways. But I can help you go from frustration to flow in my 3-month one-on-one coaching program. And I'm bringing out the big guns, baby. You get an oracle card reading. You are going to get energy healing. You are also going to get coaching. We are going to put a sacred map for your life for at least the rest of this year to help you navigate the waters. And with that program, you get the membership as part of that. So I got you all the way around. Don't worry about it. So that's all I got, y'all. It's all in my bio. If you have any questions, always you can reach out to me, DM me, email me at AllisonRoselle@gmail.com. But again, you can private message me on this platform on Instagram, and that is just fine. All right. So y'all have a good rest of your day, and I will talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.